Another day, another grind. We're here on Galbaras and General Spotify is back on a tournament against the Empire. This is from the first two rounds, the replay, so let's get into it. Beastman, so he is playing and trying out Beastman, and let's get into it. As the latest games, he is going Morgo the Shadow Gave, and then Bestigors, the RR version, Chaos Spawn. We have Chaos Spawn as well. What is going on here? Minotaurs, and then a very, very interesting, line here of Ungur Spearmen with shields, so a little bit of chaff, and then Centigors, and Warhounds. On the other side, we have Boris, Toadbringer, we have a Empire Captain, and then Spearmen. We have Pistoliers, that's very interesting. Empire Knights, of course, the Demigryph Knights as well. So shooting is going immediately in here. Empire Knights on the flanks and Spearmen going back. Yep, let's get into it because the fights are immediately starting here, and getting a couple of shots into the Centigors, which are heavily damaged. Yes, and a Flock of Doom as well. So who is casting the Flock of Doom? Did I notice something, or did I unnotice something? I don't know. Now Boris is going for the Centigors, and the Great Weapon Centigors immediately on this side get routed and destroyed. Yeah, you would need those probably against the Demigryphs. So our opponent is playing a very, very nice game here, because he is the Ember Mage. Gotcha. So the opponent is playing a very, very nice and tight, kind of skirmish game, right? Running off with the shooting units, saving the spear guys, and then breaking the right flank here whatsoever with Boris and the Empire Knights here. I'm very curious to see, because now Beastmen have the point. They will take the point here with the Chaos Spawns, and then now they're going back, turning back, because the Empire Flood is coming. And as I said, he's playing that pretty nice. So he has the shooting here with the Pistoliers, so it is pretty important, in my opinion, to dodge as many shots as possible, and then maybe you can survive the onslaught. Otherwise, yeah, we have Boris just doing a little bit of cleaning up here. The Centigors will run off. Boris is making them run. Crush the Weak as an, I think it's an aura, right? Yeah, it is in passive hex ability over here as well. Centigors a little bit fighting the Empire Knights, so pretty good damage here. Yes, not as bad as I would said. As long as they survive, that's great. Great value here. Even though this unit is almost broken, but they are dealing with the Empire Knights here. Alright, so now Amber Wizard, right? He is using some Flock of Doom once again, and now Spearmen charging in. First Empire Knights, now the Spearmen. And that is good, because now probably the Empire player will charge into the back. Yeah, he is moving away once again, and now charging into the back. Spotify reacts to that pretty nicely. They're not really defended, but yeah, opponent is like, he is playing a very, very tight game here. Then shooting Pistoliers, and now the big old charges will come soon. We have more Empire Knights from the sides here as well. Pistoliers shooting down the Minotaurs. Yep, those Minotaurs don't have fun like usually when Spotify is attacking with Corn. Now the shots into the Chaos Spawns here, very, very nice, but I don't know, you know, they have 10 armor. They are very expensive, so they could destroy. They're unbreakable, so that is exactly what you want to have. They're not running off here. And the Minotaur is now finally running. Oh, he got shot like crazy. That was like a snipe. Damn. Boris here finally dealing with the other Chaos Spawn. Unfortunately, this is a very unfavorable matchup for those Chaos Spawns. They're more likely to enjoy a infantry heavy engage. But yeah, Boris just doing his work. And another attack going in. We have from the... Let's call it the north side, yeah, from the end there. The Ungor herd going in. It's even the Bestigo herd. So the RRR version here finally bunking in, but they're not really effective against the spearmen here, pretty much. Boris is running off because he knows that that will hurt. And now Empire Knights charging in. Another Empire Knights charge into the Chaos Spawn. And slowly but surely, you could say the army of the Beastmen is running low. We have the engineer, not the engineer, the wizard and the captain here fighting. And now, nicely done here. Nice Ungor spear herd coming in, trying to get rid of those units here. We have Bestigo herds finally going into the Empire Knights. There's still shooting online, so I think that the shooting in the end will do the heavy lifting and the damage that will lead to the Beastmen's demise. I assume that with the Royal Demogryph Knights here, it is probably, yeah, done here for the Beastmen. As long as they're kind of held online and available. Nice leadership buff, so they're basically unbreakable right now with Boris near. And yep, shooting once again. Now the shooting envelopment. So we have Empire Knights coming in. We have still a couple of Empire Knights surviving here. And Pistoliers. I mean, slowly but surely, it is going. The Pistoliers are running low, but this blob fight here is probably, yeah, basically the demise. Because I also don't think that when we look at Mr. here, no, he is infantry size, so he has a hard time against Boris, and in my opinion, yeah, maybe as long as he survives and no one takes the point, it's possible, because he got the Demogryph Knights low here, and a couple of those Bestigors now going in for Boris, and Boris probably defeats them for sure, but as long as he gets a lot of damage, I would be careful. Another Flock of Doom going down on a nice spot on the field where a lot of Beastmen are gathering, and yeah, that is basically it. I mean, there is no chance of coming back here, in my opinion. The shooting, we have still a couple of units shooting. I would probably use the Spearman to go for the Royal Hippogriffs, Bestigors as well. But there's still enough charge and enough shooting online. We have one Ungor Spear unit coming back, but, well, slowly but surely, Chaos Spawn losing out. The Mr. Shadow gave pretty tanky, as I was told by Spotify, and he has his abilities with the summon Chaos Spawns and inflicting some nastiness as well. So he can summon twice that many. Okay. Well, so he turns them, right? He turns them into Chaos Spawn. But yeah, there it is, leadership and army losses. Let's get into it. So here the value really high, for sure. I think Boris, he just, yeah, bonked very much. Not heavy units. Yeah, nice Amber Wizard value here with the Flock of Dooms. And then basically couple of those. Yeah, those knights were just there to deter, right? And over here, what did the value? Is there any value? That's the other question here. Well, not really. The Man Rippers, maybe a little bit, but yeah, in general, not really. So let's get into the second match then. Alright, and we are back here. Beastman against Lizardman. Pretty not iconic, but I mean, Tower of Hoeth is the match, but I mean, two very nature-friendly, animalistic type of factions here. And what do we have? I mean, this time we go with Corngors. We have Razor Gourd Herds. Okay, makes maybe sense for the infantry. Man Rippers, once again, Bestigors. So he faces, like, I think Spotify's idea was just to face power with power, right? And then Morgur. Over here, Gorok is kind of online, and I think I saw some strange dude here. Was there a sorcerer or something? Not really, but we have also 2 Centigore units in the woods. Over here, Legion of Quaqua, Sour Spears, RRR. Then once again, Skink Cohorts, Skink Skirmishers. I think they could be annoying, but we will see. They're pretty like maybe annoying, yeah. Terradon Riders, so a lot of flying here with the Fire Leech Bolas. Okay, and Cohort of Quaddle, pretty nasty stuff. I don't know, like, if you need magic damage, but the daze maybe makes a lot of sense. Ah, here it is. Skink Priest with probably a little bit of Flock of Doom. Seems like Beastmen don't like Flock of Doom. So yeah, let's get into it. Flying units immediately moving in here and shooting their cocktails of doom or fire or something like that. I think they have a lot. Oh, this is really nasty against Beastmen. Because the problem is, yeah, once again, there is no defense against those flying units. There's nothing Spotify can do against them. He doesn't have any ranged units here. So, pretty out-countered. And once again here, shooting, right? And then moving off the units and then poking once again while the units are pretty much engaged into melee here. So as you can see, Corngors getting deleted over here, but you could say that the Sacred Croxigors are going down against the Corngors, so not bad at all of a trade, in my opinion. Let's see, value-wise, okay, but now they get a little bit of help from the Sour Spears. And where are the Centigore with great weapons? They engaged, and this is not bad. Chaos Spawn here ran into the Skink Skirmishers, and then, oh, Shadowgate. He is in the midst of the fight. I am pretty much interested to see what happens now. Okay, Sacred Croxigor's probably going down in a moment, and we have already a little bit of healing activated here by the... I'm just wondering, is it by the Skink Priest, or what is it? Is the Skink Priest still online? Not really. So I am pretty much very surprised about the outcome so far. I would have said that when you use your flying units pretty effectively, you have to win that. But on the other side, those Corngors here with great weapons that came, right? The Centigores, sorry. They pretty much changed the tides of the matchup on this side. But in general, it seems more like the Lizardmen have more on the battlefield. More going on. What do we have here activated? What is it? Predatory Fighter. We have Primal Instinct. We have shield of something. Well, Shadowgave is doing his best performance here, but oh, that was a hit. That really, really hurt. Centaurs with great weapon once again, trying to destroy everything on the flanks, and they're doing a great job, so not bad at all. And now another charge into the back of the spears. Nicely done. And I think that slowly but surely, when we look at the enemy forces, they're running lower and lower. The flying units, I would have thought, would bring the change, but they're not. They are really not as strong as I thought. A little bit of the fire is okay, so there's no healing, but Beastmen don't use that much of a healing, so I don't know. Another Flock of Doom here to break probably the Minotaurs, and Razor Gore herds. A little bit of munching here. I'm just wondering what type of animal that is. Kind of like a boar. Yeah. Those are boars. We have burning Korngors here. But yeah. I mean, it looks pretty good for Beastmen. I think that Spotify gets his win here. Gorok can hold back for a longer period. He has still... What does he have? I was a little bit surprised here to see that he has the dazed ability. Okay, maybe activated by... Ah, yeah, the Mace of Utluk or something like this. And now, well, what do we do? I mean, we have a full skink. We have those flying units. Shadowgave just chilling here. And I think, yeah, even if the heroes are still alive, they can't withstand that big army that is still online. Even those flying units. No ammunition here. No ammunition here anymore. So yeah, it's basically done. And now the cycle charging is starting to be in full effect. Skink Priest getting pushed around here, unfortunately. He's trying to help himself up, but yeah, Flock of Doom once again activated. But yeah, I mean, it's obvious. Even Gorok can handle it. So let's fast forward here and see how it ends. Or how the Beastmen win. Because it is cycle charging here. And, well, surviving with Gorok. So, well, maybe if Gorok survives long enough, he could use his flying army to just attack, fly away, attack. But Gorok now in the mids. Very scrappy, right? Very, very scrappy. But I think that there is no chance here for Gorok to come back, because when Gorok kind of runs off, his flying units are basically unuseful. It was really like a nasty fight, but I promise you guys, I would probably lose that anyways. And it happens. This is exactly what happens now. Shadowgave is getting attacked. We have only Korngors left here. They can't really deal with Gorok because he is a defensive melee expert. Kinda. And the cycle charging Pterodon Riders are in full effect. Wow. I mean, call me crazy and call me a liar. Yeah, Korngors once again getting attacked from both sides. I mean, can Shadowgave turn it around? He needs to attack those flying units so they run off. And he needs to protect his point for sure. So we have 2 Korngor units. One is fleeing. But we have also 2 flying units, Pterodon Riders. Oh, what is activated here? cold-blooded. So leadership, oh, the leadership is up. There is no possibility that they will run off. Even this unit here. And what will happen here? Call of violence activated. So we have leadership buff and regeneration. So not bad at all. Kongor's still standing tall. They're trying to destroy those units here, which are now in air. And basically, in my opinion, I think it will be a juke around here, right? Yeah, you have to run. You have to protect your lord because you need the points. And points-wise, it is running 3 seconds. Is it gonna be... And they are winning. What a tactical, crazy game by Spotify. Really nice. Wow. And what a comeback by Curio from the Lizardman faction, right? Here we see a lot of value. Crazy values here for the Corn Gores. And then, well, also the great weapons. They tried, but there was not really a target for them. Plus... Minotaurs, okay-ish. And then here, Gorok. He could probably fight for another maybe 20, 30 minutes and would be unscathed. Other than that, yeah, you can see the Blessed Saurus warriors with shields. The shooting was really not an issue. Also, the Bastillodon with the crystal, not really good. Cohort of Huarl, a little bit blundered here. And the flying unit's pretty nice value. So if you manage to get the point or destroy the units faster, you got this. But otherwise, yeah, you lose because you can't land and get the point. So it was really fun of a match. And for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.